Welcome back, everybody, here to your coverage of the D2CL as we're going into our second game in this best of three between the four Clovers and a Lepricon up against NaVi. NaVi getting, well, bathed in their own blood. The way I would describe the first one. It's slightly sadistic, but it is still a very accurate description of what happened in game number one. Game number two, it's anyone's field as 4C&L and NaVi will get to their draft. The man to help me along with that one is my co-caster for tonight, Ryu. Welcome back, man.
Let's do it. I want to see another action-packed game like that where how many kills was it? I don't know. It felt like 20 kills.
It was a buttload.
10.
It was a buttload.
It was. I don't know. Just you have to see why Night Stalker is banned away just because of that last game. Like almost all the time we see it. You just instantly rotate anywhere and you'll get a kill.
Well, you can see what he was doing. Like, it wasn't even just rotating anywhere. It was this, like, I will run every single inch of this map. I will sweep this.
It's like a train just going around in motions.
Like, I will comb the desert to understand where every single observer ward is. Take it out and move on to the next one.
Speaking of desert, Toby, thanks for reminding me. It's been how long since TI?
What?
It's been. We don't have our desert storm or desert terrain, do we? From TI.
No. But they did tell you that the reason why they didn't come out was because there was some bugs with it that need to be fixed before it gets implemented. So there was communication about why it didn't come out.
Yeah, but they'll probably fix it after the.
Yeah,
everything's gonna come out.
Just give him time, man. Right now, I'm happier just to have Reborn being nicely done, so everything works beautifully, than giving me fresh rares. Don't give me rares. I don't want rares. No more hats. Hats can all off.
What about Direct Side? That's for another day. I have a serious question here now.
Yeah.
From last game, which I saw. I'm not exactly sure if that's supposed to be right. So. Phoenix's Sunray is pure damage, and Ember Spirit's his Flame Guard is supposed to only take off for magic. When I was sawing the Sunray on the Ember Spirit, he wasn't taking any damage.
Silencer.
Which I don't know if I saw it wrong, but I don't know if that's exactly how it's because it's pure damage. It's supposed to go through the magic immunity.
I would look back at the replay in slow motion to understand.
Yeah, because he was on him for like 4 or 5 seconds. Maybe if somebody could verify for that for me. All right, thank you. Make sure I'm not crazy.
So someone tweet the answer at him, because there's no way I'm going to give you a mechanically correct answer. I will move on from that one. Before we actually move into our draft, which I'm actually really liking the way both teams are approaching this, so let everyone know we have a, because obviously Joiner does a lot of other things. We're casting D2CL over on this channel right now, but we also have the defense. Mon Capitalis is casting VP going up against the Alliance right now on the defense stream. It's the one and only game coming out for the defense tonight. From 21 CEST. It started up literally now, actually. Like, draft is already done. So if you want to go check that one out, they're actually running Huskars, Wisp Tinies, and Embers, and SFs, and Clockworks, and Undyings. It should be a very entertaining game. So if you don't know where that link is, well, you can find it over on twitch.tv, but you can also find it at joindota.com. The link is up on the top right, just to make everything very easy to find. So yeah, definitely go check that one out. Of course, do multi-twitch it. Watch our D2CL stream here, and our defense stream there, and enjoy the games. So, okay. NaVi, what do you do when you're up against a whole bunch of blinking, spiriting around heroes against a team who just wants to beat the crap out of you? What do you do? Silencer.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for you to say it.
That's it.
You just gotta pick the nasty old booger.
Nasty.
Ruin everything.
Nasty. He's wonderful though, especially with the combo that NaVi like, because this is the combo which I know we talked a lot about when we were casting ESL China, because I cast with Musica for a little bit as well, and his team Space Created really enjoys running the dual combo of Lena and Spirit Breaker together. I got a feeling though this is a Dendy Lena. I'm not as certain about. I'm not against Dendy playing Alina. I'm just worried about his laning phase with like either the Ember or the Quab. Having a Skywrath mage as well, which could just harass you out in the early stages.
Yeah, I like Lena as a support more just because she can just farm up the Yules and the eggs. It's the same thing that you could do mid lane. So I don't think you necessarily need to do it in the mid. But you're going to be against a Queen of Pain this time around in the mid. And so you have to kind of think. Lena does pretty good against Quab. And so would you want to do that, or do you want to go something else? Windrunner does great as well. And I kind of like Windrunner as well because you can get a Blink Dagger after your Ags, and effectively you can shut down the Ember Spirit from split pushing all the time. You also have Silencer ulti, you have Spear Breaker with charge constantly around the map, but no, they're going to get their carry first.
Yeah, Anti-Mage and Earthshaker will be the pickups. 4C&L didn't even wait for that ES pickup. Which is kind of funny when you look at it, like, the Co-op doesn't have a way of getting away from the SB. The Ember Spirit does because of, obviously, Sleight of Fist. Searing Chains also, the range will catch the Spirit Breaker before he finishes the charge. But the Earthshaker Fissure does a lot of work.
Yeah, I love the Fissure. Just canceling out the Spirit Breaker charge. It also can negate some of the Lena stuns too, if it gets the fast fuels, so can be very annoying to play against. And they also can put Earthshaker in the offlane, or they can pick it as their support roamer, which Earthshaker, Queen of Pain, we've seen that do really well as when you have Skywrath roaming around too, or they can just block off the top lane, get easy kills. So pick is perfect from 4CL right now. Now what does NaVi have to do? Now they have to kind of go back and think. I still think they should do what you were saying. Lena, Spirit Breaker, dual lane, off lane.
Silencer, Anti-Mage, safe lane.
And then Windrunner last. I think that would be the best case scenario.
Agreed. The only issue you got is when TA is fine in this game. There's not a problem with TA in this game.
Sharing farm though between TA and Anti-Mage can be very problematic in the mid game, but
true. Okay.
Banana
Okay.
Yeah.
This puts into question for me who is playing what, because this, like, I doubt Dendy is going to be playing a Venomancer. It's more of a support
well
hero.
against the Vino too.
Yeah, it's going to be a Lena mid. It's going to be a Lena mid, support Veno and Spirit Breaker. Sorry, support Venomancer and Silencer. Phonic is definitely playing the Spirit Breaker. And then you put Anti-Mage for the hands of Sunra. Yes! Ooh!
Yeah, suck it, Dindy. This is our Pudge.
And it's a bamboo Pudge as well.
Oh yeah.
If you want to see
so
crazy positioning. And, well,
this is giving me flashbacks right now, man. I'm getting sad. This is Yoku plus Aloha Dance.
I will quote a wonderful Robin Williams movie. Hawk, Hawk, where is the Hawk? Hawk, Hawk, where is the Hawk?
Line and sinker. I don't like your references, Toby. I'm not good with movies.
It's only because you don't get them.
My memory is not built that way sometimes. Can't remember all these.
It was one of my childhood favorite movies.
Well, that's not fair. See, it's like playing favorites now.
What?
It's like if I watch. Okay, so I watched Shrek a million times over, so I would know almost every single line in there.
So did I.
Exactly. So it's like saying whatever. You can have your lines. Famous quotes. I'll have my Dota. I'll cast by myself.
I'm gonna start calling you Rufio.
Roofies.
Just
call me Roofies.
Just realized how bad that name was when they did it. I can't believe that guy was actually called Rufio. Oh my lord. It had to be an inside joke from someone over at Disney.
Like Puff the Magic Dragon.
You know, I saw a live concert of Puff the Magic Dragon.
What?
No kidding. Live concert down in Australia. It was in a place called Gosford, about an hour north of Sydney. And I saw Puff the Magic Dragon. Yep. Dang.
30 seconds to battle.
I'll come watch concerts with you, and I'll show you.
Okay, so what? Bye, shush. Funnick will be the off-lane Venomancer, which gives us a mid-Dendy, and this looks to be an aggro Prilate. No, not everyone, don't get everyone. Snako and Always on a Fly will be the roamers and killers. I would love to get a kill on Pycat, but Pycat will deny them. It'll be a bottom rune going the way of the Queen of Pain. And where does Bamboo want to go? Like, he's already got the blink forced out on Anti-Mage. A skill that to start with. I'm actually wondering how Bamboo plays this lane too. More than likely, a couple hits from Mana Burn of Anti-Mage, and he won't have enough for a hook. So, what do you do if you're Pudge? Do you just try and get for a quick blink? Do you go for the Arcane Boots? Balance out the lane a little bit, and then go for your rotations after?
I think Tranquil Boots and Urn is pretty key. Also, Bottle is really good. I'm curious to see what he does first too, because yeah, normally you want a Bottle. You don't have enough mana on Pudge, and that's his biggest concern. Also, his movement speed is atrocious. That's why you really need to have Tranquils for a phase or a smoke. Like, all those can really work. And that's why you normally see a lot of Pudges buying smokes early on. No, Bamboo, no! I was looking at you. You missed the last hit. You failed me.
It did. So it's hook harassment onto Always on a Fly. That's the play. So what's Funnick versus Nick was kind of like this interesting matchup too. I might have to look towards mid lane, however, because that charge Snako has to pull out of it. Like a Fissure play onto Dandy with a Shadow Strike Queen of Pain. Dandy in a very rough position. He has to tank so much damage. He actually has to use the salve so he can stay on the front lines.
No, the poor just got devoted. It's beheaded. Oh, it's gone now. What? Oh, that's not fair. And you just pause the game. How does it disappear when it's paused? What? Alright.
Are you okay?
It just doesn't make sense.
Likes.
Alright, Toby. How does it make sense? The game's paused and the board was there and then now it's not there. Graphics.
It's just Dota things. You have to learn to accept it and move on.
I don't accept things.
Movement's coming up to this top lane. EGM's looking for the Fissure block. Not gonna find it though. The Radiant. Actually, they saw him as he hit the bottom of the staircase. Where are you? Okay.
Bottom lane.
Yeah. I was waiting for Always on a Fly to actually test the rune of Bamboo. And what's Bamboo gonna pick up? Is it something nice? It's an Invis rune. So he's found himself an action rune. The Radiants have no vision of this.
Yes.
I have no idea where the Pudge goes. But the line was being drawn. In fact, if you actually look at the line being drawn by Diddy Ra, he's saying that Bamboo walked to mid lane. But it's top lane where the kill is going to be. Funnick, the Fissure block from EGM, perfect. Funnick will die, even with his charge in from Snako. They're still right behind him. Nicola needs to buy some space here from Snako. Where's that 17% bash chance from Snako? The body block from EGM will do the work while Pycat burning through the life of the Spirit Breaker. They go for another orb attack and Searing Chains back off cooldown. Snako, now he gets his bash to push back Pycat. It's a little too late. The kill has already been done. 4C&L are the ones to claim it.
Nice Fissure block. And so far, Earthstriker's been playing really well.
They're going top. Pycat in trouble. Searing Chains, however, cancels that run in from the Spirit Breaker. But you got poison on this Ember Spirit and a Mad Cow on his tail. He's down to 6 life, and he'll tick out to the Venomancer.
To your death.
Very unfortunate there, but he did use all his money and he bought. He's going to be having a Magic Wand coming back in this lane, and you definitely want to be picking up Magic Wands, especially when you start having these Plague Words spammed out. You just need to make sure you're in vision so you constantly get the Magic Wand charges.
Bottom lane, it's the exact situation I was waiting for Pudge to be in. What do you even do? You haven't managed to get yourself to a bottle, which is your primary problem. You got 1 CS in 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, Bamboo should have honestly skipped the tower with his invis once he saw the silencer go mid, and then pull the creep wave. Like, that's what he could have been level 4 now, but in the rotation mid hurt him a lot because he didn't get the kill. Realized that silencer was mid as well, and that's just a lot of time wasted. But yeah, did what I said. It would definitely be level 4.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a direct line between you and Bamboo.
No, me and him are
Always want to fly.
sync.
Bamboo, he can play with this. If he can get that hook back in range of the tower with a little bit of slow, and he didn't get close enough. The charge is coming in and Bamboo has to just back the hell out of there. This time he actually comes to the lane with the Mango and Snako. Yeah, he ran all that way up. So they're going to commit to this now. Like, Snake's going to take considerable damage from the tower. Actually, not that much. Thought it would be more. Don't commit. They're back up.
This is just very frustrating for Bamboo now. Once you're in this situation. It's nighttime though, so it's kind of like Night Stalker-ish, where your Pudge wants to make a lot of things happen in the first night. Well, they can get the hook.
Yeah. Oh, he missed it. And
he had gotten it, he would've been dead.
One more attack. This is that time when Snako, he wants to commit. There's no fissure, there's no stun. Bamboo trying to kill himself, but he realized he was doing too much damage to himself. It wasn't enough to make it so he would die before Snako could arrive, and then he made it so he would 100% die.
Blade made.
No. He lost the vision just in time. For 5.
It would have been very close.
If Bamboo actually didn't rot on the bottom lane, he would have survived.
We got bashed though from the charge.
EGM?
Close.
One fissure. We'll do the work.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is where Denny can definitely get bit in the butt. As long as they play, if he's playing this aggressive and they have Earthshaker and then a hook, this is going to be easy kills. But now he's back on his side of the map. They also have 2 wards for him right now. This is trying to protect Dindy here.
Well, momentum of the queen of the Lena is what counts most. Your control won't do the work. It's okay. We get a double damage room for Pudge, who's now moving into the mid lane. Probably bad time. Like, they need to get some farm as well as levels on Bamboo. Maybe rotate other players around.
Dash?
The Queen of Pain, however, okay, blinks away before the Light Strike Array connect.
If he had gotten the bash there, he would have been down. Thank your lucky stars.
Bamboo got himself
name
up to...
I Go Ham though?
What?
Name I Go Ham.
No, it's not. He has a different name. Top lane. Okay, Cat double kill. Charge in from Snako. And that means the Skywrath Mage will end up dropping, but that Flame card from Pycat is in such protection. And now he's got 3 kills as this safe lane Ember Spirit.
Dire's bottom
But Bamboo's looking for the Hawk line. He's not going to find it. The Radiant Observer will also scattered out his rotation.
A good trade-off. Getting Ember Spirit up to the level 6 now, and then he's gonna have his bottle coming out, so he can potentially go back to base. Oh, Funnick.
EGM's got Fissure available. They start with the Searing Chains, follow up into the Fissure. And a little bit more damage, and that Sleight of Fist will do the work. So Pycat finds himself with a 4th kill now.
This is, I mean, you could say Pycat. Oh,
and they're blinking. Snake is trying to be aggressive at least.
Yeah, that's good. This is the one lineup that you can get burned though pretty easy. Like I said, the Pudge hook, the Earthshaker, the counter plays, but or Bamboo, man, you gotta feel for him. He's not getting much accomplished this game, and you want to see a Pudge kind of succeed. But as you said, what do? Just DP's bottom and then just gets bodied out of the lane by the anti-mage. Might even get mana burned.
And then he's dead. Yeah, he's got the kill. Oh wait, it wasn't.
Thought it would.
The Mana Void. It's a level 1 Mana Void, and the Pudge mana pool is still only 234. It's not terrific.
You can see that Bamboo's really trying to get up to his Tranquils. He might even... Will he out his Mango for it? That's the question. You really need to have this movement speed on him. He needs to get around the map more efficiently.
I know about selling the Mango. When you're going up against the Animate, he's going to need that burst mana. So he just finishes up his Magic Wand instead. Nikwa getting charged up, EGM. Waiting for Nikwa to get just far enough that he can throw out the Fissure, and I'll keep Dendy at bay at least, but...
They can get the deny.
Yeah, they're looking for it. Concussive shot, there goes the Gale, and the Slave from Lena will ensure the kill. Pycat was rotating over, and EGM, they're just off cooldown in 1 second time, which will mean he can combo here with Pycat. who gets the searing chains off on Phonic. The
Oh,
Fissure, they're not going to
no.
do it. Instead, it's going to be the Laguna Blade. Blink me's up on the hillside. The Plague Ward's up here as well. Snako separated by the Fissure. He can't just punch him. The Lina will find another kill. Time it's going to be on that Queen of Pain.
Thou art denied.
This is not looking good. Budge's not going to be able to do much. He's also getting charged now. Constant aggression coming in from the Spear Breakers. Not looking too good. They have ways to deal with the anti-mage later on in the game, though. But Ditya is kind of like baiting this. Oh my.
Yeah. Bamboo. He was waiting for that run back at him. He gets a quick hook over on Snako, and now, well, Bamboo will survive. 68 life, they throw out the Fissure. And Bamboo, well, he will deny himself up in the tree line. Queen of Pain does TP in for this too. Wow, that's a lot of commitment.
That's a weird TP coming in from Quap. You sure about that?
And then NaVi instantly move into a smoke. But catch Queen of Pain moving up, and here comes your charge. Sunra need to keep that mana burn going, but pushed him back inside Roche Pit, which means they lost vision of him for a second. Or half a second.
This is looking really good from them. How's Dindy looking? He was farming up his ult. Somebody died. Silence was recommended.
I missed the one successful hook of his. Pycap getting Laguna Bladed on the top lane. Self away. There's not enough mana for the Gale from Phonic. Pycap's able to get back to his tier 1 tower safely. The charge is coming in, however. And Pycap, well, Snako, did you want to continue that? He'll be back to the Spirit in no time. And that's the reason why. He could have actually turned around and kept that charge going, but he moves forward instead, chasing after Nikwa. There's a lot of support rotating over. Phonic, Fissure, the hook. And then you can just get the rot to work. The Earthshaker was the one to get the kill. And Pycat, too late. Didn't have Syrian chains either. Snako's able to TP himself away to safety. Meanwhile, anti-mage farming.
Yeah, anti-mage is going to be able to free farm this game, it seems like, just because Bamboo had that kind of rough start. And Queen of Pain hasn't done much this game. We haven't really seen a Sonic Wave yet. That's not looking good for them.
Well, every time he rotates, the fight is already over.
Yeah. And then every time he gets support, it doesn't feel like he's getting TP support help in the mid lane, like a smoke gank, you know, for Dindy into the combo that I was talking about. We just saw it happen, but that was the first one in about 10 minutes of the game. So. Earthshaker Fissure into the hook.
I've been told by some secret sources who our Night Stalker in the previous game is, and Queen of Pain in this game is, a guy called Uber. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Not that I know of.
But he's keeping himself a little bit more hidden from the world at the moment. But he used to play with Big Num as a stand-in for CISR. So that's who our Queen of Pain is tonight.
Yeah. Normally, if you have a name like I Go Ham, that has to be
that's
a surname.
That's Pubstar, man.
Yeah, that's
Pubstar right there.
Juicy J, guys.
Juicy J. Hook's gonna be well off target from Bamboo. To go for the hook into the Dismember and then combine up with the Skywrath Mage. Not possible. In fact, Sunra comes back over. And the Fissure will control him up, but without the Mystic Flare from Nikwa, I'm not quite sure exactly what they want to achieve with their combo. Bamboo, he's got Snako locked in the river. Shouldn't be the most difficult hook of his life, especially when he's got help coming in from I Go Ham. And where is that Nova? It's not coming out just yet. And Snako, are you going to let it go? Nah, it's a quick charge. I Go Ham will hold on to it, so no Sonic Wave.
I mean, that's just Bamboo playing absolutely, I think, brilliant again, too, because he realizes that the enemy is coming. I think he saw with the ward or something that Lina was rotating over, and he didn't initiate. And that was just a really good call just to back out there.
They're going to smoke gank. Bamboo will walk into the tree line, and now, well, hello, always on a fly. Steal into a direct Dismember. Unfortunately, that Fissure has locked Bamboo in a very, very rough position, and he continues to rot himself in while he's there. And then, okay, that's a nice little charge. Spirit Breaker going to combine with both Nether Strike and Laguna Blade to ensure that Queen of Pain goes down. And there was nothing that 4C&L could do about it.
Very unfortunate, just TP right on top of him. Oh, gotta be kicking yourself in the foot for that one. Tried to help his team out that time, it just didn't work out. Meanwhile, Funix on the top lane, pressuring hard. He still doesn't even have his ultimate. I'd be curious to see if he goes back for the Midas here or what he wants to go for.
Is under attack.
It will be interesting. Pycat. The city arrives in the lane, he just gets charged.
Like already
Dire's
did.
top tower
Yep.
has been denied.
But we'll get the denial. Continues to jump himself further and further away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like us in the Radiant jungle. Bamboo's found himself another target. Able to find now his third kill. It'll be a lot better once he gets that flesh heap skilled. But for now, he's only level 7, and with the Gale connecting, Bamboo just wants to TP out. Won't be in time. Not with Dendy rotating in. Getting the slug kill. The visual buys some space. The Light Strike Array, however, still connecting on the Skywrath Mage. So Nikor will die. Flutter of feathers. And Pycat's also in trouble. That Flame Guard timing helps protect him out. The magic wand that was there will give him more life. However, the Global Silence has arrived. Might be a little bit worried about where Queen of Pain's going to find a target, and Snako charges himself away to safety. Really good picks coming out here from NaVi. They get what they want, and then they get the hell out.
Yeah, that was a really good silence roll too. You might think it was wasted, but it wasn't. It saved Anti-Mage's life because one Sonic Wave and he would have died. And it's 15 minutes of the game and we still haven't seen a Sonic Wave. This is not Queen of Pain's best performance, you could say. Or it's just his team's not really helping him set up for these kills.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
They still, however, have denied up 2 towers. And they're looking for more. That Hawk, able to connect from Bamboo. Sonic felt he was safe, but Bamboo just walked straight past the entire Plague Wards and positioned himself perfectly on the other side of the creep wave. Get the hook line into Phonic.
I've never seen this build, I think, on Pudge. He's going for a Blade Mail. That's...
Why?
I assume the reason why is because, 1, Yule's coming in from Lina. 2, the Global Silence ulti will kind of destroy you, so you feel like, hey, I can't do anything in the team fights, might as well just turn on the right. So if you really think about it, it's actually really good this game, just in this scenario. Unless you could have gotten the Blink Dagger, potentially, and then, yeah, you can blink in, dismember people, and that'll help a lot. But you still have to worry about the Silencer ulti all the time.
Mm-hmm. I can see it. I can see it. And you're right, like with the Yule such a prep, you just come down, you protect your Blade Mail, and fuck to the Lina. Probably end up killing yourself. You want someone who can tank enough while actually having that Blade Mail triggered. Pudge is it.
Especially once he gets up the flesh heap you're just talking about. But because he was so far behind, he's just not getting the levels he really needs.
Yep. It's a 4-3-0-1 as the skill build so far. Really isn't terrific for Bamboo. He's not getting any more openings. Queen of Pain Illusions are scouting out. They're not finding where NaVi is. NaVi just playing around inside the jungle, and the Observer Ward is now scouting this. So 4C&L realize that their trap preparing on the top lane won't achieve anything. They have to look to a different lane instead, and that's what always when a fly is farming up. But the Radiant Observer Ward now sees both EGM and Bamboo. You'll get the fissure. Hit the follow-up hook, actually missing it completely. But always want to fly that Global Silence, buying him that space out of there. The Echo Slam will pop down Dendy, and they'll move into Snako as Bamboo just rots through them all. Snako will drop 3 heroes down, and 4C&L. Finally, they get what they were really searching for. Couple of good, solid kills, but they do have to trade their quap for them.
Yeah, but that's well worth it. EGM just got a Blink Dagger off of that. That's insane. Just that kill streak coming in from him. How much gold did he get? No, there's no way.
If we look at it, EGM only got 553.
I feel like he got way more than that. But 2-0-9 so far, definitely playing amazing this game from him.
Also another Blink Dagger. We've gone Suicide Venom. So it's Tranquils, Ring of Aquila, and Blink Dagger Venomancer.
Is under attack.
Ensure you get ulti off. Like that is the only thing for Venom. First, the Blink Dagger is a great thing if you can dodge a punch. Makes it difficult to grab him.
It's also good if you can blink away from the Ancient Seal. Like if he Ancient Seals you, kind of do damage, so maybe you can get away and then re-engage in the team fight. Also can blink dodge the concuss shot. But Probably more so for the hook and the suicide. It's like the suicide tactics last game. Oh, actually, I take that back. EGM did not suicide last game. He was just a boss running in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, you're a little bit harsh on him. Like, oh, you got 9 deaths. What have you got in return? 19 kills and like 22 assists? No. Obviously, you're just a techies, man.
Yeah, that's suiciding. That's suicidal. It's like run at you play. It's really good and it's tactical. That's what they played like last game.
They didn't run. Like he was being tossed.
He was just getting tossed around.
That was it. Another smoke move coming out from 4C&L. They're searching for an opening and they are going to find Sunra. The trees will break and they ping his exact position. That is so smart. They go for the fissure, into a seal, dismember, mystic flare. Sunra's gonna survive! Down to 12 life, he'll still survive. Funny gets a perfect ulti off, and 4C&L, they're retreating out here. It was such a smart start, but always gonna fly with a triple kill. Not only will they lose 3, potentially 4 heroes here, they've just become a lot dumber for the experience. Intelligence being stolen out. There's your bounce back on the Quap into the Mana Void. It's a full team wipe in favor of NaVi.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, that's what happens when you put all magical damage onto an anti-mage with max spell shield. Let me reiterate that, max spell shield. Like this is, people say that 20%, 6% is enough, but against this lineup, all Pudge, Earthshaker, even
Ready? Breathe in.
Really doing it?
Breathe in. No, he can't. Seneko found him. They initiate on EGM. He has to Echo Slam as well as Fissure. Seneko end up dying, but the Gale, it connects on Bamboo, so Bamboo will die in the lane. They're trying to fight it with a huge ass Echo Slam, and he was right for it, but Seneko walked up and said hi. Blink Dagger on cooldown.
Yep, at least they did. No, did they not? Anti-mage got it.
Okay. Did he rob? It's only a level 2 Shadow Strike, right? That's only level 1. Okay, that's going to do nothing to that anti-mage.
It's looking really good now for NaVi. I was expecting 4CL to keep their momentum up, but that turnaround. Honestly, it's just the skill build too of anti-mage, and they didn't have a physical DPS or Quap there at the time, so very unfortunate. But yeah, you can see the power of a silencer in team fights now. That hero is what a hero. Just press R, run away.
He didn't just do that. He actually got 3 of those kills during the team fight. He did a great job of sticking around and inflicting more damage into 4C&L.
He's also going to get a D ward here too. What? At the price of his life.
Yep.
No, he's not going to get the D ward.
Always gonna fly. Goodbye. And Obs is still there. He walked in for it, but he didn't attack it once, so 4C&L have no idea that sentry ward's still there until the creep wave will come forward.
Oh, they've bought enough space for the anti-mage now. He hasn't even died once this game. It's just, it looks like easy sledding from here. The only thing they really have reliable now is going to be the Earthshaker, the Blink Dagger from him. Maybe into the fissure hook, as we saw, because yeah, we talked about Bamboo's build. If he could have gotten, even if he had the Blade Melter in that team fight, it wouldn't have done anything.
Hey, they still have him. They still have the Queen of Pain. Teddy came in and Yul set up the Queen of Pain. At the same time, Seneko was charging him.
This is one of those games where Queen of Pain doesn't have that much item room to wiggle with. You have to get, ideally, it'd be nice if you could get a BKB first in this situation, but then you're not really going to be useful in the team fights as much as you want, like having that fast Ags to put down all that DPS and that low cooldown. But also the Yule Scepter. I'm really surprised he didn't go for Yule's this game, just to stop the Spear Breaker charge, counter Yule's the Lina when you're up in the air, and it's just a very tough game for Queen of Pain when they did not help him enough in the early game, I feel.
Yeah. What do you even do now? Like, as a Queen of Pain, you feel so far behind. Your Ember Spirit is your highest net worth on the field, and is about to finish up the Battle Fury in 100 gold. But you're like, you know, you're up against Lina, who has a crap ton of net worth, and will probably be looking at, I don't even know if you need an Aghanim Scepter in this game, but Like, Lena's gonna have whatever item she wants. The anti-mage is already massively farmed. So what are you meant to do as 4C&L? Like, the only thing I can kind of see is you do these 4-man or 3-man gank squads. Pudge, ES, and Skyreth as the core, and Queen of Pain as the optional adder. And then
We saw
let the
how that
Ember
didn't
split
work
push
out.
farm. That's it. Yeah, it
They got
didn't
burned.
work. But it only
So
didn't work
close.
because the Spirit Breaker was able to get there so quickly. He tanked up not half of, but like a considerable portion of the Mystic Flare.
Yeah.
And that's what worked. Like, 4C&L, like, you could see the exact position ping from Bamboo. He is in this tree line. He is waiting here. They start with the perfect fissure. They follow up with the perfect stuns. Maybe you could have waited a little bit longer over on the Dismember as well, because they sealed him up and locked him in a corner. He wasn't going to blink away. So, the timing of that was a little off. And then you got the surprise Blink Dagger Venomancer, who coated your entire team, and things went horribly, horribly wrong.
If Spirit Breaker wasn't that close, then it would have been a kill. They probably would have all died afterward, but if you gotten that anti-mage kill, it would well worth it. So, looking here, anti-mage does have his Manta style, and we're waiting on it.
I don't know,
pause,
we
yeah.
just got a pause with no explanation from Diddy Ruff.
Probably door. Door. Pizza's here.
Who's here? Who's here?
Yeah.
It's here. Sorry, my cat was stuck in the freezer. I just needed a moment.
Thought we'd
Thank you.
game would be over.
Come back from the pause. Didn't we win already? Yeah, it's 2-0 for 4C&L. No, it's not. We're forced to a third game.
Pretty much. At this rate, it looks like.
It really does. Like, NaVi's in such a commanding position that it would take a really good fight from 4C&L to get them back into this game. Maybe it's also that time we look towards Roshan. Ponic's already got a Plague Ward preparing for that.
This lineup, nah, they don't have any way to burst down Roche.
Yeah, I'm not thinking burst. I'm just thinking like take.
I think it'd take like a minute.
It'll come with a sacrifice, and it looks like they're about to smoke up underneath the Radiant Observer Ward. Yeah, mass pings coming out from Snako. So 4C&L, the smoke gank will potentially, like, NaVi could set a trap of their own with this if they wanted to.
Basically, where do you think the smoke is going to be?
Ponic's already out. Give a
Attack.
decent amount of wards on the bottom lane. And that at least keeps the creep wave at bay.
Sprint.
And NaVi, they group up now underneath their tier 1 tower in mid. The Dire Observer Ward can see them moving, so now NaVi are visible to 4C&L. 4C&L know what they're up against. They blink back, EGM stays in close, and then, well, just a 3-man fissure stun. As Tidira blinked himself forward, EGM still got the perfect timing. Most of it was blind, but it was still perfect. Tidira wants to keep chasing. There's your global silence, going to keep Bamboo with that rot turned on, making life difficult for him. Can he deny himself? No, he will not be able to. 2 heroes down. NaVi looking to go on a bit of a rampage. ICAT just bails out as quick as he possibly can.
He didn't use his blade though.
Failure.
That's a strategy. But Pudge had a blink or force staff there. They could have saved probably one of their lives.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
You have this feeling of like, what can you do against Silencer or ulti? I mean, all they have to do now is just go back, farm. They have complete map control. Pushing against a Vino is toxic to say the least. And you just wait for the Silencer ulti to come back off cooldown and rinse and repeat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello Bamboo. Finds Snako. Snako's just gonna charge to buy himself some space, but they blink forward. There's no reason for the hook unless... Oh, okay. Tidira became very close to that one. But it's a good kill. The Spirit Breaker going down in favor of the Ember Spirit. Injecting more money into Pycat, which is the dangerous thing for NaVi. Is having that wave clearance, which the Ember Spirit's so good at. Sonic seems to be put in charge of pitching a tent on bottom lane.
It's just to make as much space as possible for the anti-mage. That's the best thing about having this blink dagger too. I never know where he potentially is, but they do have a lot of chasing potential, you could say. Still, the Ember, the Quap, just go around, blinking around constantly. Maybe they'll find him, maybe they won't.
Venom doesn't have a mana pool to support what he's doing.
Really doesn't.
I mean, he's putting down Plague Wards, but if 4C&L decide to initiate on him, then yeah, he has to TP back. Like, there's no Nova, there's no Gale. They initiate. Keeping this bottom lane pressured up, it's allowing NaVi to go in for Roshan. But the trade-off is the fact that 4C&L have taken a tier 1, and now they're going to attack into the tier 2 tower as well on top lane. They don't want to take the Roshan fight, so they might be forced to fight underneath this tier 2 tower on top, because NaVi are fortified, and they're ready to TP back. And there it is. Double TP, it's Global Silence. A good concussive shot though. Keeps Phonic away, but the Yule Scepter, the charge kept the vision over on Nicholas, so he'll end up dying for the cause. Now they definitely want a big fight.
They can get tier 2 and then real high ground if they really want to. They're just such a commanding lead right now.
14,000 net worth of that lead. 16,000 for the experience.
Even if this went later into the game, Anti-Mage just completely destroys an Ember Spirit. All you need to do is just get a Whistle Blade and Ember's just food. Like, you just don't have the right scaling into the later stages of the game.
Don't know what they could do from here. That's my trouble. Like, even though it says like 19 to 16, game is just getting harder and harder and harder for 4C&L, and there's just no real answer to anything.
It's like all of them have to have BKBs or something to dispel the stupid silencer ulti, and as well as the Venomancer with the blink Ags. Very painful.
Basically, death is what it is. 4C&L are a one-loss fight away from losing in Rax.
Oh, remember last game, Toby? The last game was a very fast and painful death, or was it slow? I'm not exactly sure.
It was willingly painful.
Willing, yeah. They forced it upon themselves. Now this time.
Yeah. Now this time, NaVi actually have themselves really good timings with their heroes. They've shut down the right heroes of 4C&L. The only one they really have to be a little bit careful of is Pycat. But you've got so much farm on your anti-mage that you probably don't care.
I wouldn't care. I mean, they're so far ahead, they're just smoking in the opposite direction of their anti-mage.
Straight through the tree line. Blast Array will connect as well. The Hawk! It was meant to be a saving hook from Sexy Bamboo, but with the Global Silence being triggered, he's going to get cursed up, blade mail or not. It's a double kill for Lena's Dendi. Dendi's Lena. LOL.
Lena is now Dendy. That's the new set confirmed by Toby.
Obviously. Dendi always gets the hot redheads.
He always gets sets. Where's Toby's set?
I'm fine.
Like sets?
They're cleaning up that mid-tier 3 tower. The creep wave's going to go down pretty quickly as well. The Aghanim
they don't have buyback either
pain,
because
so...
he used it. You know what Daedalus supposed to be. This is...
But there's enough stall time. Okay, maybe there's not. Sonic Wave tries to get the kill in Sunra. He just blinks himself forward. They've already got one of them. And with Laguna Blade, okay, 4C&L, you get a hook shot out right now. The buyback comes in from the Skywrath Mage. The mid-rank's being attacked. You got fortification to keep it alive a little bit longer. But you got no Queen of Pain. Yeah, the Ember Spirit's up again. But with the Plague Ward tent being pitched by Venomancer, the blink into Gale's, Pycat, there's just nothing he can do about this. Your charge will come in as well, so Pycat, too healthy. Ember just keeps getting Rod of Atos too, so he knows what he wants, so he wants to hook one of these NaVi players underneath the tier 4 tower. The Slide of Fifth Steering Chain is doing some work. Because of that Mystic Flare, NaVi have been forced back, but they've got what they came for. They've taken out the full mid-racks, and they haven't lost a single hero.
That was just Veno wards cleaning up toward the end. They didn't even have to commit. If they didn't have the Veno wards, then they would have had to back off without getting the racks. Bugger.
But I
No.
love this build on the Venomancer. Directly into
Pycat-
Octarine.
Pycat's pretty good.
Oh, wasn't even looking. I was too busy like admiring Venomancer building into Octarine.
Nice camera, bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
It was just too easy.
Yeah, obviously, I saw the Reddit threads. The camera work needs improvement.
Do you even camera?
Camera better than most people. It was just the ongoing joke early on that I would always miss First Blood.
That was true a long time
anymore.
ago.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was.
a long time.
It was just a funny joke.
It's because you go away from Dota so long, like CS:GO, just come back and you don't know what to do.
Kiss my ass. Man, I actually gave up on CS:GO a while ago. But it was like I got asked to do like the Paradise Gaming event with Dota 2 there, and like, can you cast CS as well? I'm like, yeah, I guess I can. I'm like, stay for an extra 3 days. Okay, sounds decent. And then the Gfinity event was like Red Eye asked me, it's like, can you come and do this? I was like, well, I wasn't planning on casting it. It's like, yeah, but I want you there anyway. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do that.
How'd that work out?
Actually, really good. Cast with Henry G. Really good co-caster. It made my job very, very simple.
I wish I was really good. Well, we're done.
You right there, Ryu? Sounds like you're
Yeah.
talking to yourself for a moment.
I'm just bringing myself down to pick you back up for this next team fight.
Good, thank you. EGM. Echo Slam, the commitment. It's there on the animate. He's got a heart. Phonic blinks forward. Gets a 3-man Nova off. And with the charge in under the cover of Global Silence, Earthshaker, he's going to hook him up, but the timing, he's so low.
Glimmer.
25, they Glimmer cape him up, trying to protect him from so much magical.
What a glimmer.
And
he's still dead though.
Is he? He's going to tick? No, the Nova wears off.
It's like 20 HP.
Either way, like, we're talking about the upside if your Venomancer doesn't get a kill on an Earthshaker, but your top rank's still going to be taken. Your Pudge is down for the count. Keep getting Nova'd and Poison Stinged and Galed. It's not a happy life at the moment. If you're 4C&L, in fact, there it is. 4C&L will just call GG. 33 minutes is how long this game took. But it means we go into a third and final decider. Who will go up against the Golden Boys is the question that must be answered. Whoever wins that series progress themselves through into our double elimination bracket. We run GSL group group stages.
What a style.
It is stylish.